Hi everyone, welcome to another video, and in this video we'll talk about something on ABAPLint. Now ABAPLint is a powerful open source linter designed to enhance the quality of your ABAP code. It automatically scans your code for issues, helping you maintain best practices, consistency and avoid potential errors. Think of it as your coding assistant that ensures your ABAP projects are clean and efficient. By integrating ABAPLint into your development process, you can catch bugs early, improve code readability and enforce custom coding standards. It works seamlessly with tools like Git, CI/CD pipelines, and even provides support for automated code checks during your development cycles. Whether you are a solo developer or working in a large team, ABAPLint helps make your code smarter, faster, and error-free. If you're serious about clean ABAP code, then this tool is a must-have, and in this video, we'll talk about how step-by-step you can integrate ABAPLint to your ABAP project. So let's get started. So we'll start with creating a repository in GitHub. Let's put ABAPLint as the repository. Select the private as of now. Mandatory is to add the README file and click on create repository. So now repository is created with README file as the only content. Copy this code from HTTPS repository link. ABAPLint works only with the ABAP Git. Now how ABAP Git works, the installation and integrating your Git repository with backend ABAP package, everything I discussed in step by step in this video, so that you can check this out later if you are not aware of. So I already created the package and certain dummy repository I mapped to. So let's change it, this repository link, with the new GitHub repository that we just created, and just click on save change settings. It's asking for certain token, so let's put my password GitHub token and my successfully connected with the current or new repository with my backend ABAP package. So if I go inside this package, I'll find one ABAP program. So this program is currently empty. Okay, so we'll add certain code over here. With the interest of time, I just I'll add this one as a copy pasted. It's a simple class having a method which I'm just implementing, and just calling this static method from this class and printing the greetings with the right statement. Now a couple of things I want to validate in this code as a review process of my organization, that all my local class should be starting with LCL. The importing parameters will be having a prefix with I. Return parameter should be prefixed with R. Currently it is already prefixed with R, which is nice. Here as well, some variable I have declared, but I have never used it. Generally in SCI or ATC, it automatically validates. The same validations I want to perform through ABAPLinter. Here as well, one more thing, I'm using a dedicated or explicit exporting syntax, which is not needed because it's only the one importing parameter. Even without exporting, it should work. So I don't want to add this kind of an exporting in my validation. So this kind of a checks I want to perform through ABAPLint. So code is already activated, and if I go back to our repository and do a refresh, then I'll find these changes are reflected. So let's stage it and click on add. But before we commit the code to repository, we have to do two things. The first thing is we'll be installing this ABAPLint app from the GitHub marketplace. Click on add. We'll be using this public repository because it offers $0. We will not pay anything. Install for free. And you need to add certain address, but no need to add any credit card, nothing it will ask for. Select this, only select repository because I don't want to apply this ABAPLint for all my repositories. So this is what the permissions I'm also enabling, and click on install. So that way the GitHub action workflow is enabled for this ABAPLint repository. So when we'll push our code changes to this repository, automatically the ABAPLint will be in action and it will start validating. But with which rule it will validate, for that we'll have to create one more file or kind of a rule content. So we are back to our ABAPLint repository. I'll click on plus and add a new file. So it's a configuration file. I'll call it as ABAPLint.json. So this is the rule that I have just did a copy paste. I'm just telling my local class naming convention should be starting with LCL, right? My parameters importing should be I, and kind of a different object naming conventions I'm setting it up, kind of a selection screen, etc. So that way the rules how the validation should be performed. So this ruling I'm just adding it up over here as a ABAPLint.json configuration. So click on commit changes, and my ruling is put over here. So my action workflow is auto enabled by installing ABAPLint for this repository. Plus I have added a rule that how the validation should be performed. So we are all set. So let's do one thing. Just do a commit. Certain certificates was missing, so that's okay. Go for first deployment. Make sure you add a commit or email and click on commit. If everything fine, then you will get this message called commit was successful. So let's go back to our repository, do a refresh, and indeed this source code, you can find our code pushed into repository, all codes as we have created in the backend. But you possibly have noticed some cross mark over here. It shows a failure. If I click on that, this is the ABAPLint which we already installed for my repository. It did some validation and it identified 4 issues. So let's click on details, and this is the header part, and how many objects it analyzed. It talks about here. You can see the exporting keyword can be omitted. Is validating the local class name should be starting with LCL. Importing parameter should be having a I as a prefix, and this variable not used anywhere. Fantastic, right? So this kind of validations is performed outside of ABAP system. So with this one, let's make a code changes and correct those issues, and we'll redeploy the correct code once we are done with it. So let's change this LCL. So our class name prefixed with LCL. Let's put it IM as an importing parameter. Change here as well, IM. We don't need an exporting parameters, kind of a syntaxing rather. We don't need this additional syntaxing. Here as well, we need to put LCL, and this variable we can comment. And let's do a check. Oh, here as well I have to put IM. Yeah, the code is all correct. Let's activate the code. Let's go back to our repository, refresh it, and yeah, the code is reflected. The changes we can see in the difference, that what are the things we have changed from what was it was before. So let's go back and do the staging for code push. Stage the change, add it, and comment the code. We want to put something called let's say linfix, and recommit. Again, commit was successful. So let's go back to our repository, ABAPLint, and now you see the linfix added, and there is no issues happened. So success, there is no 0 issues, right? All are corrected, right? So that's fantastic. That is what the intention was. I hope the video gives you the clarity how to apply ABAPLint, the different installation procedures. Hope it was helpful for you. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more. See you next.